Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot. Um, I've just been called to come on here and to give out some information. I think I'm not sure where I'm going with it, so I'm going to wait for some people to come on and then see where we're going with this. So I've been having a lot of problems. Those who are subscribed that are not getting notifications, please make sure that the bell is ticked, and please be aware that there is somebody out there who is pretending to be me. They are messaging people. They have a profile set up using my photograph, my name, and everything. And apparently, the social media are saying that they're not breaking any violations. They're asking people to phone a WhatsApp number. WhatsApp. I always say that wrong. Please, this is not me. I will never solicit anybody for a reading. I will never get in touch and say that I have a message for anybody. So please be aware. The spelling is slightly wrong. There's only one D in the Buddha. Okay, so please be aware if you get any messages that say that they are coming from me, please go on to my Instagram and message me from there. The Tanya Love Buddha Tarot, the one that I post on all of the time, and then you will know that it is me that you're talking to, okay? I'm sorry that I'm having to say this, and, you know, it's happening to a lot of people within the spiritual community at the moment. I feel that it is part of the bigger plan to get us sick and to get us not seeing the messages. I mean, everybody knows I've had trouble logging on to here as well. My Google account, all of that. There's just so much that is really getting tested, but I will continue to come on and give these messages. I am actually having a meeting tomorrow to see if we can find another way where I can go on and I can say whatever I need to say without being censored and let you all know. But the best thing to do is please follow me on my social media, especially Instagram. That's where I am most active. And then you finally got my computer back. It's like, yay, I've got my baby back. So hey, April, MJ, Deborah, Magic, Louisa, Jan, Luna, Adriana, Debbie, and Janet. Yeah, lovely to see yous, and thank yous for still hanging in there as well. I know I haven't been as active, but like I say, there's been a lot of obstacles in my way. However, when I looked at my chart last night, they're all moving, so there are no obstacles now. So yeah, so what I'm going to do today, I really don't know. I was just sitting in front of the computer and they said go on YouTube. So I feel there's just a few things happening. We have gone through a shift this last week, okay? So I feel this is where I'm being held. I am going to do readings for the elements as well today, because I feel this week we're just going to need a little bit of navigation to get through them, okay? I know we've got the moon on Saturday, I think, and I will come on and do that moon reading as well. So this is just like a little bonus one for you all. If anybody does have any questions about what's currently happening, ask Spirit the question. That is when I will give the answers. So please, if anybody, when I'm here today, if anybody has any questions, then please feel free to ask them, and you know, I'll ask them upstairs to answer them for you. But basically, what I'm getting at this moment, I'm buffering, am I? If we can just bear with this, because it might be better on the thing. I mean, it's saying my internet's fine and all of that, but I'm going to go with it if you can hear me, and that horrible noise that was there last week isn't there. So basically, I feel right, but usually when it's then replayed, it's there. I mean, it's saying I have full internet. I made sure that it was there. So please just bear with me with this. They are making it very hard. So yeah. So what I'm feeling at this moment is, sorry, Ali, I'm not answering personal questions. I'm answering questions for the collective. Okay, so I'm so sorry about that. So yeah, this is about us, okay? When I say us, I mean we, I mean, you know, everybody involved in this crazy trip that we call life. So what we have done in the past and what we have been taught, and what conditioning that we've had, it's I totally agree with being kind, and being, having an open heart towards everybody. But a lot of times we have been taught to people please rather than actually please ourselves. Now, when we are in the state of people pleasing, we are doing that for some sort of verification. We're doing that for some sort of, I want to be loved, I want to be liked, I want all of that. And I feel now, and what we've been through this last 18 months or whatever, is making us to the point where we're going, you know what, this isn't what it's about. We are depleting ourselves with our energy by giving it away where we're not getting filled up. And this is what I feel they want to talk about today. But in reality, and we have to take responsibility for our own happiness, our own evolution, and our own growth as well. Okay, this is what they're saying to me. So in the past, we have had many disappointments. We can have been disappointed, by people, by things that happen, by ourselves. It's time to get over that. As I'm saying, it's almost like we've reached that pinnacle of the hill and now we're going onto the home straight. So I feel things are going to be easier. It's like the calm after the storm, okay? If there is still a storm going on internally with you, this is when it's saying, please get your shit together, because we've got to learn a lot of stuff in a short time. Now, we've been given the time to do it. It's almost like we've been at boot camp. But what did to our old pain, to have a life without that pain in it, is actually more scary to us, because it's almost like is that we do have choice. We choose who is in our life. We choose what life we want to have. It doesn't matter what has happened in the past. Okay. And I'm not in any way disregarding what people have been through. I'm not at all. But what I'm saying is, please, it's time to let go of the pain. And when you are enjoying life, you're in joy. Okay. When your cup is, you are in a state where you're going to be a lot happier. Okay, let go of the old stories, let go of the old hurt. We need to share and everything that we give to others. Give that to ourselves first. Fill your own cup first. Okay. And what I've been being shown, and I'm just going to be totally honest with this, for the last couple of weeks. I mean, they've been waking me up in the middle of the night, showing me stuff. I've got no people. Okay. If we imagine, say, the 5 of Wands, but like times a million. Okay. We've got all of these people who are in this chaos, and what are other people think? So there's these two dramas. Okay, we step out of that. It's almost stepping out of the matrix, so to speak. But as these sides are getting further and further apart, as this segregation is coming, what that is doing, I'm putting my hands together there, for those that have faith, for those that can understand why all of this stuff is happening, and for those that are actually active in doing the work that this is pushing us to do on one of them sides, okay? What we're meant to do is walk down that open pathway. To go down that open pathway, we need an open mind. We need an open heart, and we need to be open to the possibility that life can get better, okay? That we can live happy, and whatever challenges are coming up to you at this moment in time, okay? What is in your way is actually the way. That is where, if you're feeling challenged, why is this happening to me? Blah, blah, blah. It's look at what is in front of you. Look at what is staring you in the face. And that is where you need hard work, but we've got to do the work. If we're not doing the work, life will be hard. Okay, so what is in the way is the way. And I'm seeing this, it's beautiful. It's like, walking down, almost, has anybody ever seen that video of the little dog in Mexico just walking along, and it thinks all the crowds are there for it? And it's just toddling along, and it's so like, oh, wow, yeah, isn't this great? This is what it's like for us. If we're not taking sides and we're not getting into the because we're going forward, we're not being stuck in the past. Okay, so but why? Your old life wasn't serving you. If something has gone out of your life or someone has gone out of your life, then let them go. That is not for you. We have had so many times and trials and tribulations to fulfill our soul's contract. And it's like, pass them exams, you're not getting, you're not going on the trip kind of thing. Now it's almost like we're not getting the chances that we were. They've tried and tried and tried, and we didn't take them. We didn't see the signs. So now it's like, look, it's this way. Are you coming or are you not? Exactly how it is. And I feel a majority of us are on that bus. We might not know where it is. I've just been interviewed there by somebody, and they were asking about my story. And they said, so where do you decide on these different places? And I said, I don't decide. I just get told to go somewhere and I go, because I have that much faith that every time I have done that, every time I have done what scared me, and being courageous, that courage has been rewarded at the other side. I said to my friend the other day, I said, God, I'm so pleased I came to Brazil. Life opens up on that other side of fear. And now we know what we don't want. We're on a quest for you, not judge them. Can you be in a place where you are free to be you? Because if you are not free to be you, then you are not free. People have this idea, yeah, I'm free. They're not, because they're still clinging and stuck to the old stories. They're still like clinging to this, oh no, what will do you living a life and really taking every kind of I don't know, there's a Spanish word and I can't think about it, but really savoring it. And I know it will be transient, so make the most of it now, because life is up and down. It's not linear. But if you're not taking the chances, then the only person that is to blame is you. And if you can't be yourself around the people who are saying that they love and care for you, then you really care for our well-being. And when we, our way, a majority of people that I know that, and all of that, they're not living. Someone is showing who we are, it's like that. I am what I am, and I make no excuses. Go of these restrictions of being who we really are. I'm getting spirit on like so loud through my ears there, this like high vibrational sound, which is coming on. So like this is what it's saying, it's okay to be you. Give yourself permission to give yourself the care at a daily basis. Okay? Does this please you, or are you doing it to please others? Are you coming from love? Or are you coming from a place where you need to be loved? Okay? Is it from love or for love? Because these are questions we need to ask ourselves at every single opportunity. We've got to keep checking in with ourselves, because it's very easy to slide down to that old way of being again. Okay, so we've got to get clear, because our past has got us to where we are now, but it is no longer needed. Okay, our ego, that thing that kept us safe when we needed it. I am following my soul. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. And you're not going to be granted that pass kind of thing. Okay, and the time can pass. There is a time limit on everything, and we've had enough time to be doing. I'm going to store for earth signs. Okay, this is for earth signs. And it's just some advice to get through this week, because we're at a pivotal time. I mean, we've got the Lions Gate on, right in my ear. We've got the Lions Gate on Saturday. I will do a video about that. But like I say, this is just the lead up to it. Okay. Have you got everything ready? It's like if you're going on holiday, is your case packed? Have you got everything? Is everything in order? So this is what these readings are going to be today. Okay. So for earth signs, please give me some advice for earth signs. I mean, this is such an amazing time, it really, really is. I mean, it's crazy, it's mental, it's like time has slowed down and speeded up simultaneously. It's like we're spinning, where am I? It's like, where am I? Where am I going to land? And that is the beauty, that we don't know yet. We don't know yet. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to make our future plans fit into the past of what we've known. That past is gone now. That is not the world we inhabit now. It's different. It's vibrationally different. We cannot fit in there again. We can't go what we need. So, right, okay. Oh, shivers there. So, right, okay, I'm getting earth signs here. Was it going to feel like earth signs? You're going to feel like you've took a step backward, okay? You haven't. What they're saying to you here is the past might come. This is just so that you can see how far you answered. But be prepared for it, and be prepared to kind of have that boundary. It's like, no, this is that's not cool. This is where I'm going now, So what it's saying is you really need to tap into your intuition here, because in the past, they're talking about whatever was built on sand. It wasn't built to last, okay? Whereas you might have had an idealized view of something, whereas now you're seeing it how it is. You're being shown something, okay, from your past. And what they're saying now is, as you go into your future, and especially this week, earth signs, is that you need that solid foundation in which to build something, okay? I feel this could be to do with relationships, and it's almost like, look at relationships in the past. Did you choose them, or was it because you were chosen? Did they have the qualities that you are looking for within your future? There might have been chemistry there. Is there, I could never be with them, I mean, I go off on tangents all the time. So then that would straight away be like, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter how good looking you are, but I've got to say no this time, because I know that on my path, if I'm going to share that with somebody, it's somebody who has a shared vision, the same, but it's where they are open enough. And they say people can only ever meet you where they're at. And this is it. This is why they're asking you, earth signs, to notice where you're at and realize who is there to meet you as well, because I do feel there's something there. But what they're saying here is something in the past left you empty, okay? It wasn't fulfilling. It wasn't giving you what you thought it would. So there's this feeling of going, right, okay, I know that is not going to feed me. It's not going to nourish me. It's not going to inspire me. And this is where we turn inward, take notice to fix our partners or fix people that we choose to connect with. That's not our responsibility. It's like, I have a beautiful, beautiful dear friend of mine. We've been friends for years, many years. And I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and we were on about him, and he was like, he's just like perfect for you, isn't he? He's like the perfect guy. And I was like, God, yeah, I love him. I mean, and I'm reading this book about relationships, which is a fantastic book. And I said to him, I was telling him what my friend had said, and he was like, yeah, of course, you're my twin flame, you're my soulmate. And I said, I'm reading this really good book at the moment. He said, what is it? I told him. He said, what's it about? I told him. He said, right, I'm buying it. So I got a message last night saying, I'm reading that book. It's so good. Now, this is somebody that is prepared to put the work in as well. The second they learn, all right, okay, how can I learn more about that? And this is what we need to see. And I'm just using my personal thing as an analogy there. But, this is what the work that we've done. Keep having to pull somebody back. All right, are you going to catch up? Or somebody can be doing that to us. So we need to be where we're at and be clear at where we're at and where we want to go in order for somebody to come along and go, all right, okay, you're going my way, great. So we've got to be able to give what we want to reciprocate, And we've got to meet people who are prepared to give what we are getting going. I know what I want, and anything else doesn't fit the bill. Okay? So, yeah. And we've got to walk away from anything that does no longer serve its purpose for us. This is the work that we have got to do, especially this week, to get ourselves to clarity. They're saying 8 days a week, 8 days a week, they're saying to me, but we've got 8 days, on the 8th day, right? Okay, the 8th day, this is this Lionsgate portal, the new moon in Leo. So we need to get clear. We've got to do a lot of work this week to get clear that we are ready to walk through that portal, okay? Because there are people that will be left behind with this. And this is where our true safety and magic and security and everything that we want will be there. Within work, within partnerships or whatever, this is where we will live that rich life, okay? This is a beautiful reading, but it's saying beware, beware the Ides of March kind of thing. Beware, because if you get stuck in your own, this little bit validation though, this could stop you from going through that portal, okay? If you cling on to your pain, you could actually put your pleasure at risk, okay? So I could go on and on and on. Water signs. And please check out, your other placements. Well, collective. Right. Okay. So this is for water signs. Water signs. What is coming in for water signs? Water signs. Okay. Beware of your thoughts this week. Be very, very aware of your thoughts. So what I'm is very interesting, very similar to the earth signs there. So what this is saying here is water signs are going to kind of be on the fence, okay? Which way do I go? It's, the past, this is what I know, but I really want to be in the future. But am I prepared to leave the past behind or what? It's almost like you're going to be at the point of bargaining here, water signs. And what I want to say to you, not worth fighting. Okay, this is where water signs are at. And what this is doing, it is blocking them. It is blocking their vision. It's taking them back into the drama, the old drama, the woe is me, this is happening, that's happening, da-di-da-di-da. This is it. Do you want the drama, water signs? It's almost like, like upsetting the apple cart. This is what I'm feeling here. Do you want to go in that storm? It's like you're walking straight into this storm, okay, without walking out of it. It's almost like a self-punishment I'm getting here, feeling like almost a masochistic idea of how life should be. So what this is saying here is, and I feel there could be somebody dictating to you, okay, somebody's words might be cutting, or they're actually being used to cut you in some way, or cut you down. When really, as I mentioned before, you are in whatever you're doing. So you might be holding yourself back from expressing your emotions fully and expressing who you are, because there's this fear of judgment, okay? But this judgment is coming from the ones who say they love you most. This is childish, not childlike. I'm all for childlike, all for it, but this is childish. It's tit for tat. You done this, so I'm going to do this, da-da-da-da-da. It's like, I'm not liking this. You're more than this, earth sign, water signs. This. Your emotions are very, very deep. Let them flow. Explosion of these emotions where you won't be able to control it. Okay, it's like that little boy that put his finger in the dam. You cannot hold it back. It's coming. It's there. It's ready. This is where you need to do the work, especially this week. So what they're saying, they're giving me an 8 again. So this is all before this weekend. You have to actually, because your path is being shown and it's not where you're trying to go. It's almost like you're banging and banging at a door, knocking at a door where it's not going to answer you. Why are you still there? You know, why are you banging your head against something like that isn't working and isn't really what you want? So this is what it's saying. It's time to walk away. Walk away, walk away. I don't know why they've just said walk away. It's time to walk away. I'm getting that song in my head as well. Just walk away, Renee. I don't know what that means. But it's hold back. Don't get drawn into the arguments. Don't get drawn into the drama. Because when you do that, it stops you from seeing what you really want. It's almost like this little bit, you know, there's a buzz there, you know? I mean, how bizarre is that people stay somewhere because they get a buzz because of fighting? You know, and I know that these are traumatic responses from our past, but we know enough now to actually see the damage that trauma has done and to actually make sure that we can be in a place where we are safe to be ourselves, safe to speak our mind, and where we are supported, okay? So I feel that are craving freedom, okay? See your power. That is where the changes will come. You're being given a ticket out of there. Like, I've got a ticket to ride kind of thing, okay? If you don't take that ticket, you're going to stay in jail. It's like Monopoly, you know? Don't pass go. Go straight to jail and stay there. I love water signs, but these water signs, you know, there's so much passion and fire within them, and they have these new world. But if you're going to just sit in this like hallmark idea of what a relationship is or how life is meant to be without actually going after what you really, really want, then you're going to get what you've always had rather than what you've always dreamed of. Okay? So it's time to face the pain head on here, water signs. Okay? It's like a band-aid being put on a leg hanging off. It's where you need to over. The second you realize that, you will get over it. Okay? And your balance will be restored here. You know that what I'm saying is right here because you're standing there like Oliver going, please, sir, can I have some more? You know, please give me a little bit of love. You're worth so much more than that, water signs, you know? You is where your security lies, not somewhere that is making you feel. I know people are saying this stops, okay? I cannot do anything about it at this moment. I don't know whether it's my internet, although it's saying my internet is full here, or I don't know if it is the Google gremlins or something that are about, okay? But like I say, they will not stop me speaking. So we've had earth, we've had water. Now we go for fire. Okay, we have, so these that I'll do. Okay, they've just showed me that. They've showed me the Queen of Hearts there. It's like off with their heads, you know, on their head. They show me some very, very bizarre things. Everything that is happening this week, no matter how hard it is, okay, is to lead us to better, like kind of thing, like to the promised land, whatever. I don't want to sound like a cult leader or something here, but that's kind of the energy. So, fire signs, okay, very similar to the rest of them. So fire signs, what I'm getting here for you, okay, is I feel you are weary, okay? You're tired, you're weary. It's, do I have to go through this again? You know, and it's no, you don't. This is kind of the beginning of the end, okay? Or the beginning and the end. They're coming simultaneously. So what they're saying here is, and I almost feel I want some of the fire signs to do a burning ritual, okay? Anything from the past that is not serving them now, anything that they don't want, anything that they're still stuck in, or anything that they feel is holding them back. It's time to burn it now, man. Let it go. This is like, you know, when they talk about the fall of Rome, This is it. Whatever you've built your ideals on or your ideas or whatever, realize that that was a falsity. Falsity. I don't know. That was not real. Okay. You were building this structure which wasn't going to be what you wanted it to be. Doing this quite some time, it's all this, yeah. Maybe this is ambition. Maybe this is going forward, and now suddenly you're like, is that really where I want to be? So it's like burn your plans, I feel here, burn your plans, your plans that you had. There's new plans coming for you, so much better plans. Okay. Some of you might be deciding to take a different career completely, just like, right, okay, this is it, I'm going to do it. I've always wanted to be, you have been, it's ambition that has led you. Now it's your soul that is leading you. But that means you need to leave something behind, okay? But they're saying here, it's you were being left behind by still continuing to follow that path. So this is beautiful, what I'm seeing here for fire signs. It's almost like, when you see on the movies and you see like the heroine or the hero and the whole like world blows up behind them and they just confidently like walk away from it, and they're like, yeah, that's it. And this is what I'm feeling for fire signs here. There are elements and people from your past that you can't trust, okay? Where does not exist, where there is no truth and trust. That is not love, okay? So this is what you need to see. So you might be sitting there a bit bored at the moment, like, oh God, you know what I mean? I hate my life, blah, blah, blah. What do I want to do? I want security. I want to be successful. What is your idea of success? Because they're saying it's here, but it's not where you're looking for it, okay? Or where you've been looking for it. That thing, I remember this when I look back at being an artist, when I graduate, when I get that thing to say that I've done it, when I get that ticket, I didn't do it anymore. It was like, I feel exactly the same. And we all strive, you're allowed to live a life where you are happy. It's not about who's going to win the race, the quick game of life, and having fun when you do it. Aren't there? Or do you use it to warm yourself? You think of a fire, around a campfire, people come, they want to be there, they tell stories. It's nice, it's connection. A lot of times when we're that like built up with ambition and we're driving forward, what we envisioned, we're going there. And this isn't what it's about. Like I say, there is no there. So this is about, where do you really want to go? This is saying, take these next few days or this week to really look at life through a different perspective. If you were, thank you, Sing Miracles. If you were told tomorrow you had 6 months to live, what would you do different within your life? I asked a friend this yesterday and bang, the answer came straight away. Don't wait for that. Do what you want to do now. Put your passion. You have all of this passion. If anybody is going to succeed at anything, the more drama you're going to get, the more you're going to get in your head. Let your soul guide you. And you've still got these barriers of, no, I'm going to try harder. You don't have to try harder. If anything, if you've got to continue to keep putting that effort in and it becomes hard work, then it's not the work you should be doing. If anything, the more work you're putting in, something is not working, okay? And know that you deserve a life of abundance, where you get up every day and you're like, wow, is this really my life? Having to pinch yourself. And that doesn't mean that you're going to get that when you're CEO of a company, It doesn't. You might. But a lot of people have this long-term vision of when they know they'll be happy, and with another person, although it might be, but it's being in a state of love, looking around your house or wherever you are and enjoy this. Being in that state of love in the now will bring more signs. You've been taught that life is meant to be hard. Okay, now it's time to relearn that it's not. Believe magic is going to open that door for you to do this. But you've got to let that old stuff burn before you walk through it. Everybody, but, you've got to live in your truth. This is it. See the truth, fire signs, because this is true riches will be, your true success. Okay? I love this. I love these readings at the moment. I'm dead pleased that they. Big choices coming for air signs, I feel. Big choices. Right, okay. I really feel that with air signs, when I'm looking at this, I feel that meditation is massively needed this week. Okay, taking time to be still, taking time to quiet the mind. The mind might, because there's decisions to make. But what this is saying is, it's almost like take down that tough exterior. Okay, take it down. Because it's almost like this. I'm seeing you. There's a hardness. There's a nation is like yeah, trying to be about something, but there's this cold. Oh, I'm going to do it. I'm almost like you're going to sit in the house and I'm not going to go, and then you're sitting. It's like, right, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Get everything in order for it, and then no, this is what I'm going to do. You know, so it's this humming and hawing. This is what I'm getting. It's not that the idea isn't there. It's not that the passion isn't there, but it's the scared of it, and you have to put a dampener on it again. You know, so it's like I say, you know, it's you are, you're not. You are, you're not. This is what I'm feeling, and I feel that with this, it's defending yourself rather than actually doing. You know, your energy is wasted by having to give everybody an extra. Okay, to be actually have your heart open and your passions on show. This is it. Wear your heart on your sleeve. This is the lesson that you need to learn. You're not going to get any further until you do this. So this is saying it's soften. You know, it's allow yourself this color. Allow yourself this creativity. Allow yourself. Abracadabra. What is it? Listen to your words. This is it. When I'm reading these. So what is it about your power that scares you? What is it about taking control that scares you, air signs? Because there's something here where you're not stepping into it. It's like this. You can. You have everything there to be able to do this, but you're not. You know, there's something about your power that is thought, or there's someone else's. Is this my school teacher in third? You're never going to find the happiness with your actions here. And that, you know, it's like you're hemmed in. It's almost like I'm seeing this like a game of tennis, ping pong. That's what I'm saying, you know. Where's the excitement in that? This week is asking you to see whether your ideas aren't strong enough and you need to take advice from other people. Where do you need that blankie? You know, that little blankie. I'm going to hold on to that blankie and then I'll be okay. He just needs, is what I'm getting for air signs. Okay. It's going to be tough for you. It's going to be tough if you don't actually start to speak your truth. Walk your talk. There's so much more for you here. There's, like I say, it's bright. It's, you know, it's beautiful. But you've got all of these thoughts swimming around in your head that are not making room for anything else. You cannot be mindful when your mind is what you say, what you do. Do they coincide? To be free. Okay, free your mind, free these thoughts, free you from restrictions of how things ought to be. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Let it go. You know, let that go. See what your life is meant to be. Step into that unknown. Step away from the familiarity. That what you wanted was always there. But you just chose not to take that path. Okay? So, wow, this is... If my heart was any more on my fear, for everybody, for all myself, from past experience, you know, it's like, you know, somebody said the other day, you know, like, oh, you're a life coach, Tanya. And I said, this is what it's about. That is how You live your life with it's an experience. Accept it, surrender to it, learn what you have to from it, and then evolve and move on. You know, and we cling to the past so much when really it's the future where everything is there for us. And call me stupid or whatever if you want, but I've been guiding through it the whole time. I know, and it's, you know, you can take a war horse to water, but you can't make it drink or think or whatever, you know. So I'm being of service. The information's there. If you want to take it, take it. If you don't, then that's great. You know, but yeah, we're in beautiful times. I'm getting in my head there for some reason. They're telling me there's a poem by Woody Harrelson, I think he's called, isn't he? Him that used to be in Cheers. And it's beautiful, you know, and it's a thing where he's looking at the world. And he's talking about the new world, and he said, you know, if you're there, I'll be seeing you around. And that's what I feel, you know, bigger scale this than what we see. When we see that these personal problems and these personal obstacles and challenges that we keep putting in the way are tiny compared to what the bigger. These are testing times, but every single one of us was incarnated in order to help these times. We all have a mission. We all have a purpose within them. And unless we're being our authentic self, then, and this can look after, we're all walking along light. It needs the people with the light, you know. It needs sit with the questions that have been posed in this. It's, I can see stuff like